Jason Kidd catches wild shade from son TJ Kidd over Cooper Flagg decision. Doesn't make any sense. The NBA world is buzzing again, and this time, the drama doesn't come from a locker room or a press conference. It's coming from the family of one of the league's most respected coaches. Dallas Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd has found himself in the middle of an unexpected storm after his own son, TJ Kidd, appeared to throw major shade at him online following the team's controversial decision involving rising basketball prodigy Cooper Flagg. The situation has quickly gone viral, leaving fans stunned, confused, and wondering, what's really going on between father and son? The post that sparked it all. It all started when the Mavericks made headlines for reportedly passing on an opportunity to engage with Cooper Flagg during a private pre-draft scouting showcase. According to multiple reports, several NBA teams sent high-ranking representatives to watch the young Duke-bound phenom train privately, but Dallas wasn't one of them. For many fans, that was surprising given Flagg's generational talent and the Mavericks' need to plan for the future. Shortly after news of Dallas's absence broke, TJ Kidd, Jason Kidd's son, took to social media and posted a cryptic but pointed message. "Man, some of these decisions just don't make any sense. You'd think people would learn from the past." That's all it took for fans to connect the dots. While TJ never mentioned his father or the Mavericks by name, the timing was way too coincidental. Within minutes, his post began circulating across basketball Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Screenshots went viral, and fans immediately started speculating that TJ was publicly criticizing his father's handling of the Cooper Flagg situation. Fans react, did TJ just call out his own dad? The online reaction was instant and explosive. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. One fan wrote, "Hold up. TJ Kidd throwing shade at Jason Kidd? Over Cooper Flagg? This is wild." Another commented, "He didn't have to name names, everyone knows who that was about." Some fans defended TJ, saying he was only voicing what many Maverick supporters were already thinking. "He's not wrong," one person posted. "The Mavs have a history of passing on young stars early. If they ignored Flagg, that's on them." Others, however, felt TJ's comment crossed a line. "Family or not, you don't put your dad on blast like that in public," one user argued. "That's a conversation for dinner, not Twitter." Regardless of where people stood, one thing was clear. The Kidd family dynamic had just become public NBA discourse. Jason Kidd's reputation for bold decisions. Jason Kidd has always been known as a coach who isn't afraid to make controversial calls. From lineup rotations to his straightforward media style, Kidd often prioritizes experience and fit over hype and headlines. But skipping an opportunity to evaluate Cooper Flagg, arguably the most exciting prospect since LeBron James, has many questioning his judgment. Sources close to the Mavericks suggested that Kidd wanted to focus on the current roster rather than getting caught up in future speculation. But fans see it differently. With the Mavericks recently firing GM Nico Harrison and Luka Doncic reportedly frustrated with team inconsistency, this kind of decision only adds fuel to the fire. And now, with TJ publicly questioning decisions that don't make sense, the optics couldn't be worse. Who is TJ Kidd? For those who don't follow the Kidd family closely, TJ Kidd is Jason's eldest son, now in his mid-20s, and someone who's grown up around the game his entire life. He's been seen courtside at numerous events, occasionally working with media outlets covering basketball and player development. TJ's deep basketball knowledge and connections have made him something of a minor influencer in hoop circles. He's outspoken, passionate, and not afraid to share his opinions online, but it's rare for him to comment on his father's professional choices. That's why this particular post struck such a nerve. It wasn't just a random social media comment, it was a public statement from someone who knows Jason Kidd better than almost anyone. Could this be a misunderstanding? Not everyone is convinced TJ meant to call out his father directly. Some fans believe his post might have been about broader NBA decisions, not specifically Dallas or Cooper Flagg. One fan wrote, "People are reading too much into it. Maybe he meant the NBA in general, not everything has to be drama." Others, however, aren't buying that theory. The timing, the wording, and the ongoing Mavericks controversy make it almost impossible not to link the dots. Sports outlets like Clutch Points and Fadeaway World have already run headlines suggesting tension in the Kidd camp, while insiders close to the family reportedly claim that Jason Kidd wasn't thrilled about the online chatter but isn't planning to address it publicly. As of now, both Jason and TJ have stayed silent since the initial post, a silence that's only adding more mystery to the situation. Cooper Flagg's name keeps growing. Meanwhile, the player at the center of all this, Cooper Flagg, continues to dominate the headlines. The 17-year-old forward, who's committed to Duke University, is widely expected to be the #1 pick in the 2026 NBA draft. Scouts rave about his combination of size, skill, and competitiveness, calling him the most complete prospect in years. Flagg has already drawn comparisons to legends like Larry Bird and Kevin Durant, and every move he makes is analyzed under a microscope. So when a team, especially one led by a respected coach like Jason Kidd, decides not to engage with his camp, it naturally raises eyebrows. If anything, the Mavericks' choice, and TJ's post, have only added more hype to the Cooper Flagg narrative. The internet loves drama, and this one has it all: family conflict, NBA politics, and a teenage phenom caught in the middle. What happens next for Jason and TJ Kidd? Behind the scenes, it's likely that Jason and TJ will handle things privately, but the public fallout has already sparked debate about whether players and coaches' families should stay out of team business online. For Jason Kidd, the focus remains on stabilizing the Mavericks amid front office changes and keeping Luka Doncic locked in on winning. The last thing the team needs is internal distractions, especially ones coming from social media. As for TJ, he's already seen an influx of followers and attention, with sports shows discussing his comment non-stop. Some fans are even calling for him to appear on podcasts to explain what he meant, though so far, he's stayed quiet. Final thoughts. The saga of Jason Kidd and his son TJ's cryptic "doesn't make any sense" post has become yet another reminder of how quickly a simple comment can turn into national headlines in today's NBA. Whether it was genuine shade or just an innocent observation, the timing couldn't have been worse, right as the Mavericks and Jason Kidd were already under scrutiny for their Cooper Flagg decision. It's a modern NBA story through and through: family, social media, and the never-ending microscope that surrounds big names. Jason Kidd has dealt with plenty of pressure before, but handling this one, involving his own son, might be one of the toughest balancing acts yet. At the end of the day, TJ Kidd's words captured what many fans are feeling: some decisions in today's NBA just don't make sense. And whether or not it was meant for his